So here's the next Fox News story. Let me set the stage for you. Fox News doesn't like Obamacare as a matter of editorial policy. Back from years ago, we saw memos from Fox News executives saying, start referring to all on-air talent, refer to Obamacare as the government-run option, use all of this other terminology that's been tested in focus groups that we know people don't like. It sounds like anti-freedom, communist, socialist stuff. So there's a long history of Fox News setting up Obamacare in a negative light. The latest segments have been focused in part on trying to get young people simply to not buy insurance, because part of the Obamacare formula, part of how it's sustainable while not allowing people to be excluded due to pre-existing conditions, part of that is based on all young people who presumably have lower year-over-year healthcare costs because they're younger and presumably have less healthcare spending. Not even having health insurance would throw that balance off. So Fox News has been filling their shows with anybody they can get who's a young person to try to talk negatively about Obamacare. So they did a segment called "Are Young Americans on Board with Obamacare?" ? Okay, that's a question we want to ask. And they brought on two people. They brought on one guy who's like a young Republican running for Congress or something. Who knows if the guy even has a shot? I've never heard of the guy. And also a woman named Catherine Timpf. She's a reporter for Campus Reform and also a stand-up comic, according to her Twitter profile. And she threw out what is a very hard to believe statistic about young people and Obamacare. Listen very carefully to what she says here.
So you always read these polls, young people say, well, we don't want government in our business. Here's government getting right into your business, right in the center of it. Are they noticing this? Do you think this is going to affect voting patterns among people under 30?
We're hearing from a lot of students that it is going to, and I mean, this is really dependent upon young people. They need almost 4 billion young people to enroll to make this work. So regardless of what Congress is doing, regardless of what anyone's doing, really young people have the power to stop this. If they decide to opt out, if they don't sign up, then the law is not going to work. So a lot of young people are feeling empowered by this.
Right, it may not be viable.
4 billion young people, Lewis, need to get health insurance for Obamacare to work financially. Now, there's only 330 or so million people living in the United States. Somehow you need 4 billion young people to sign up for Obamacare for it to work. What on earth is going on there? And even if she misspoke, nobody said anything. Nobody sitting in that room said a word about the fact that a so-called expert here, a guest expert, says, hey, Obamacare is not going to work unless 4 billion young people sign up for health care.
Right, unless every young person in the world signs up for it, it's not going to work. Literally, that would be the numbers. But you know, even if she meant to say 4 million, even if that were true, well, I don't think that would be that unreasonable. But either no one was listening to her or no one really cared.
Yeah, it's just all very, very odd. And again, nobody's saying anything, and that's just it. So I would love to figure out where that number came from, if it was just a verbal verbal utterance that didn't make any sense, or what's going on. Those are pretty compelling numbers. You got to get 4 billion people signed up for this thing. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. Join us on... Yeah, go ahead, Lewis.
No wonder Republicans don't think it's going to work. They need
Right.
4 billion people to sign up for it.
They're sitting around thinking you need 4 billion young people to sign up. They're like, I'm just not seeing how this thing's going to make any sense to us. I don't know. Join us on Facebook, facebook.com/David Pakman Show. Over 25,000 likes now on Facebook. And I think we're actually quickly approaching 26,000. The Facebook page building much faster lately, Lewis. Join us there. We've got behind the scenes pictures. We've got hate mail, still images, all sorts of stuff. Next, we will talk to economist Gerald Friedman about why single-payer healthcare is actually affordable, even though we hear that it's not. Stay with us.